What's up, Goosey? You got some big feelings? Are you bored? I gave you that box, I built you a house, and I have your cat TV on. And yet you sit here, flicking your tail at me. Baby girl, what's the matter? Baby, what's the matter? Oh, where are we going? Oh, you gonna do some scratches? Very good, yes. Good job. Sharpen those claws. Mm-hmm. Yeah. What's up? Hey, what's up? Oh. Come here. What? Now you're looking at the ceiling like a weirdo. What? You got a fluff in your hair? Mm-hmm. You gonna start the vlog? That little mouse. Little mouse. Oh. Hello everyone. My name is Jen, but you guys can call me Jen. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. Hi, hello. I got cat TV on the TV if you're wondering why there's chattering in the background. And I got Sid Cat right here. And some beautiful fall colors outside. But, hi baby. Welcome to the weekend vlog. It's another weekend. I love her so much. It's rainy. It is the perfect fall day right now. I'm thriving and I want to read things. So let me discuss what is going to be happening this weekend. So this weekend, tomorrow, I am going to McNally Robinson with Sophia. We're having a little gab sesh. We are catching up, having a little wander gander. And then after that is book club. Have I read the book club book? No. That is what I must read tonight, which I'm so excited about. It's Tusk Love. This is for our Monster Fucker book club, which I'm very excited to see how this is. And I'm going into this expecting to have a fun time. That is it, because you guys know how much I love Critical Role. And I just love that this happened because of Critical Role. So yay for that. I'm so excited. So this is what I'm going to be reading tonight. I'll be able to polish this off in 3 hours. Definitely. You guys know how I read. So we got that one. Another one. My audiobook for This Princess Kills Monsters by Rye Herman is leaving me in 3 days. So I would love to read this. We'll see if I get to it before it leaves me, but there we go. That's like a fun fairy tale book. I read like 80 some pages of it and then immediately fell out of the mood for it. So we'll see how it goes. And then I'm also still reading A Mastery of Monsters by Lizelle Sambury, and I am 130 pages in now. I did read a little bit of it this week. I would love to keep going with this, which is fun and amazing. So those are like top 3 books that I would love to read this weekend. I don't know if I'm going to have time to read all 3, but we're definitely going to read at least one because I am determined to finish out September very strong. I did the other day read Dragon Song by Anne McCaffrey, which is, I'm so sorry for the noise. There's traffic. I got my windows open. This is a cutie little like YA, almost middle grade kind of fantasy, classic fantasy feeling that is set in Anne McCaffrey's world of Pern, which Anne McCaffrey is a classic icon for fantasy. I thought originally when I Googled the order of her Dragons of Pern books that this was like the starting spot for her series. This is not. This is a standalone trilogy in this world, apparently. But this was so cutie. It was so cutie, and that is the only word I can think of to describe it, because it was just sweet, soft, very cute, and I now have an idea for a modernized version of this. I need my brain to stop making up ideas and just focus on what I have for ideas. Oh my god. Anyways, so there's that. I do have the second book in that trilogy that I could read, which is Dragon Singer. It's a little bit longer, not really. This is like 100 and some pages. This is 100 and some pages. No, 240. Hey, 240 pages. So it's a nice bite-sized little read if I care to read that as well. And of course, I'm still reading The Isle in the Silver Sea. Am I ever gonna be free of my inability to read arcs? Probably not. Anyways, so that is the reading vibe of the weekend. I would like to read a lot of things. Today we are focusing on Tusk Love by Freya because tomorrow's book club for it, and I'm also very excited about this book. So that is what's happening. But yes, I currently have my oven heating up to put some shepherd's pie in there. It just preheated to the right degree. So I'm gonna go put some shepherd's pie in there. Mom made a bunch of like individual shepherd's pies, and I think I just asked her how long I cook it for, and she said 45 minutes. So in 45 minutes, which is gonna be at 7 p.m., I'll be able to eat dinner. But I have been sitting at my desk all day. I have been in a waiting mode for something all fucking day, and then it finally arrived in my inbox at 5 p.m. So for the past hour, have been working on that to get it off to the people it needs to be off to, because fighting deadlines with people who never get things to deadline. This mag has to be at press on Monday. I was missing something for this mag, and I had been emailing this man every fucking day, and he wasn't answering my emails. I was chasing him and he was invisible. Anyways, so that's that. Other news, I have also picked up some more yarn the other day because I wanted to go in specifically for this, which is like a cotton yarn. It's showing up much brighter than it is in real life on camera, but this is for a cat hat that I bought a pattern for. It's like a flower that I'm gonna make Freya into a flower, which I think is so cute. And then while I was there, because I realized it was 30% off yarn at Michael's, I picked up a fuck ton of yarn, and I've been making myself another blanket, which is just like it's a beautiful like sagey greeny soft, and this yarn is quite possibly the softest yarn I've ever experienced. It's the Bernat Forever Fleece yarn. This stuff, it's so lovely, it's so soft. And I will say, once it's like actually worked up, I should have done this with a much bigger needle, because I'm currently doing it with like an 8 or a 7. What are you? This is a 7. I should be doing this with like a 10, because a lot of like, not that I'm having any issues, but like the actual worked up fabric is stiff and tight. I know that's probably going to change once I like wash it and like relax it a little bit, but this is a lot more like dense than I was anticipating it to be, but it's fine. It's fine. I'm enjoying it. Anyways, I'm excited for this weekend. It's going to be good. I'm excited to see Sophia tomorrow, and I'm excited for book club. So 'tis the weekend, my friends. I'm excited. Welcome to the vlog. And to get there, she has clawed her way up my leather headboard and has left little holes in it with her nails. But now she's up there for whatever reason. Look at that tail. She's hunting for bugs, I think. Bugs, ghosts, her last brain cell, who knows? Hello friends, happy Saturday. I am now home from my day of escapades. I know my phone's gonna die soon, so I'm gonna make my way over to my couch and plug it in. But I wanted to talk about the books that I picked up today because of course I did. We had book club today, but Sophia and I went to McNally ahead of time, of course. I ended up picking up a pre-order that was there. Was going to pick up a second pre-order that I thought was gonna be there. It wasn't. They ended up just canceling that pre-order because the book was in store. And so I just picked it up today. It was 20% off. It was signed by the author. And with the red sprayed edges. Iconic. This is Among the Burning Flowers by Samantha Shannon. The tiniest Samantha Shannon book I own. Probably not the smallest that she's written because I know she's written the novellas like The Pale Dreamer and stuff that go with the Bone season. But she little. We love that. I love it so much. The other, like the pre-order that I went for that was there was The Enduring Universe by Kritika H. Rao, which is the third and final book in her Surviving Sky trilogy. There's probably a name for this trilogy, but like, it's fine. I'm so excited to finally have this in my hands. I want to do a reread of the first one and read all three now that I have them. I'm so excited. Girly Pop wrote and released these in 3 years. Like, I know she said in an Instagram post recently that she was working on these for like 10 years and then like released 2023, 2024, 2025. Like that's insane for like such a complex fantasy world, sci-fi fantasy world. I'm obsessed and I cannot wait to read more in this trilogy because the first one was fucking amazing when I read it last year or the year before. Very excited to have this. So excited, finally. And then I also picked up, because this is like what I knew I was going for, The Jessad Crown by Sarah Hashem, which is the second and final book in this duology. I picked up The Jessad Heir last weekend when I went to like Indigo and stuff like that. So I now have it. It's currently sitting there. I got the whole duology. I'm gonna do a reread of the first one and then this one. I actually the other day sat down and was like, okay, like what series do I want to read by the end of the year that I have on my shelves that I can then finish? Because I realized that I have finished 6 series this year so far, which is more than I anticipated because I didn't realize in my head, I didn't clock that The Fireborn Blade and The Bloodless Princes were like a duology of novellas. I'm pretty sure, I gotta like double check before I mark it off, but I'm pretty sure that's all we have in that series. So I'm like, okay, like what series could I read for the rest of the year? And I went and like pulled out a bunch of different series that I have on my shelves that I want to read for the rest of the year because there are a lot on my shelves that I could read. Do I want to read them right now? No. But like the vibes right now, I got a list. We've got Darkwater Daughter by Helen Long, so that trilogy I would love to wrap up. I have 1 book to finish. I would like to do a reread of all 3. Will that happen? I'm not sure. I put like books to finish in red and then books to read if I want, like what I plan on reading in black, I guess. Surviving Sky, which is by Kritika Rao. I have 2 to read to finish the series. I want to reread. I want to read all 3. A River Enchanted by Rebecca Ross. I have 1 book to read before finishing that duology, but I want to read both of them again because I don't remember the first one very well. Jessad Heir, 1 to read to finish the duology, but I want to reread both. But I want to read both. Ray Bear, again, 1 to read to finish the duology, 2 that I want to read. Emily Wilde, I have the 3rd one to finish and I only want to read the 3rd one. I don't want to reread 1 and 2. I think I can just dive into 3 without needing to reread 1 and 2, so only 1 there. The Weavers of Alamaxa, which is the Hadir El Spies duology. I would like to read that one and I don't remember anything about the first one, so I need to reread that one. I just remember that it had like Avatar The Last Airbender powers and it's sapphic. And then The Devoured Worlds by Megan E. O'Keefe. I only need to read that final book, The Bound Worlds, because that's, yeah. So that's my list of series that I would like to work on for the rest of the year. I know I'm not going to finish all of those, but if I could finish 4 of them, I think that'll take me to the end of my goal of reading 10 series or finishing 10 series this year. Anyways, I also picked up the only other book that was kind of a wild card because I was wandering around the bookstore with only The Jessad Crown in my hands and I was like, I don't know what I want. Like, I have gift cards to spend and I don't know what I want to spend it on. So I ended up picking up The House of the Beast by Michelle Wong because every time I see this book, I'm like, I want to read that. And it's gorgeous sprayed edges edition. So like if I hate it, I could probably resell it fine. But also all these books minus the pre-order was less than $100 because I used only the $100 gift card today. So yay for free books, basically. Free books using my RBC points to word have you on gift cards. So excited about this. I need to do a little bit of a recon on like what all the books I've gathered in September is because there's a lot of them, and then like evaluate like end of year TBR vibes, and I'll probably do a video on that. But I'm like 100% sure that I'm not buying any more books until the end of the year. Other than the pre-orders that I have, the couple pre-orders that I have, I don't believe I have any in December. I have one in October. Like, it's very few for the next 3 months. So I should be golden with just not buying any books, because I have so many books on my TBR to read now, especially because I just bought a whole bunch of fucking books. Anyways, I'm home now. It's hot and humid. I gotta put my air up. Speaking of, it's turning on. I kind of want to wind down. I want to read a little bit, probably of Catabasis. But yeah, we're gonna kind of settle in and all this kind of stuff. Yeah, that's why I was coming over here. I was coming over here to adjust my air, to put it down a notch, to get it a little cooler in here, because it's kind of humid. So anyways, that's been today. It was fun. It was lovely. Everyone kind of had around the same vibes for Tusk Love, which I read, my friends. I read and finished yesterday, and I had so much fun with it. What did I do with that book? I put it somewhere. Oh, it's over here. I had so much fun with Tusk Love. As a Critical Role fan, I was having such a great time with it. I rated it 3.5 stars because as a book in our world, it's like a 3.5 star book. But I had a lot of fun with it. And in the context of what it is, in the Critical Role world, it's so fun. It's just so fun. So we love that. A couple of my friends knew about the Critical Role lore and like that kind of stuff. A few of them did not. So the ones that didn't also didn't really love the vibe of it, and like we're having trouble with fantasy of it all, which is valid. Not fantasy doesn't work for everybody. So they rated it like 2 stars. There was a lot of like 3, 3.5, and like 1 4.5 star because Caitlin was just having a great time with it. So we love that for her. But yeah, it was really fun, and I'm glad that I read it. I'm so glad that I read it. I had so much fun reading it all yesterday. It's a silly, goofy time. It really is. Like, go in expecting a silly, goofy time. It's not a perfect book. It's not the best book. The world building's whack. The magic is kind of crazy, but like, it's fun. If you're a Critical Role fan, definitely pick it up because it's great. I had so much fun with the Easter eggs are so fun. It's like in world, in Exandria, in Wildmount, if they found like a beat up old Harlequin romance book in the back of a bookstore. Like, that is what Tusk Love is. So in that quality of like what it is, it hit the mark exactly. So we love that. But and it's also just absolutely stunning. I just love this cover so much. I'm gonna have to figure out how to like display it on my shelves because I just love it so much. But anyways, I also read a little bit of Catabasis yesterday. Why did I pick up Catabasis? After reading Tusk Love, I was in such a silly, goofy, lovey-dovey mood that I was like bopping around my place. I listened to the new album from The Favors, which is Phineas and Ashy, or Ash. It's their collaborative album under the band name The Favors. I don't love the first few songs, like they're fine, but as soon as you get to like Times Square Jesus and like past that, I love them so much. They give me such like Fleetwood Mac vibes. Freya, if you hurt my cardigan, I will riot. I put my cardigan on this chair to like dry because it's raining outside. It's like misting. Freya, get down, please. Thank you. I worked very hard on that cardigan. It's like the one cardigan that I actually wear that I've crocheted. I was listening to the Favors album yesterday, and I was really, really enjoying it. And then I was like, I could read like something lovey-dovey. And then I was like, what if I just read Catabasis, which is a complete 180 from lovey-dovey. Like, let's go dark academia. And this is honestly so fun so far. Like, it is so dry. The way that it's written is so blunt and like it reminds me of watching like a weird British comedy type of vibe. Like, it's got that like kind of silly, goofy, almost Wes Anderson music in the background when I'm reading. Like, it just, something about it. I've also fully clocked out at a few moments going, oh my God, academics, because they just don't shut up and I don't understand a word that they're saying in some of these long drawn out moments. Like, I'm really trying to understand in some of those moments, but like, they just go on and on and on about like theory and different like philosophical ways of thinking. And I'm like, I don't know, bitch, this is above my pay grade. I'm having a good time though. I'm like 130 something pages into this. So I think I'm gonna read more of this. Totally not what I planned on reading this weekend, but I got the inkling. This is what happens. This is what it's like to be a mood reader, but that's okay. Anyways, I'm sorry for the air in the background. I'm gonna cool off because I am sweating. I'm gonna put something on the TV. Probably read some Catabasis, maybe do some crocheting. I kind of want to do something with my hands, but it's been a good day. It's been a really good day. It was so nice to catch up with Sophia and like just sit and relax and then wander a bookstore. It's just, yeah. So we got that amazing apple cobbler. I got a London fog. She got a smoothie. It was a great day. It really was. I'm not gonna lie. It was a pretty good day. I had a great time. So love that for me. Tomorrow's gonna be very chill. It's Sunday. Going over to mom and dad's for dinner, like usual. Other than that, I'm gonna do nothing but read. So That's gonna be my Sunday. I'm so excited about it. Might do some more cozy gaming. I've been really loving Tales of the Shire. I don't think I've said that in any of my vlogs. I got Tales of the Shire for my birthday from my parents, and I have been playing it. I love it. Like, I get so lost in the game. It's not a perfect game, but it's so cozy. Like, it just gives me the exact right vibes. It's giving me the same vibes that like Animal Crossing gave me when I first got that on my Switch. Like, it's just exactly what I wanted. Like, it just, yes. Like, I want more to like unlock for myself, so I just keep playing it and unlocking more stuff so that I can just keep playing it. And it's one of those games. So maybe do some cozy gaming tomorrow, but it's great. I'm really enjoying it. So love that for me. Anyways, I'm gonna go into Catabasis now. And I'll chat to you guys probably tomorrow. But yeah, what a good day! Goose! Hi, baby! Hi, baby! She doing the biscuits on the crochet blanket. You like it? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Hi. What are you doing? You just checking things out? Hi, baby. Hi. I think it's a win. I think it's a win. I can't crochet with you on me. Yo. Mom, I'm helping. Mom, I'm helping. Hi, sweet girl. You like the blankie though? It's pretty cozy, eh? What are you doing in the shower? I gotta take a shower, my girl. What are you doing in the tub? Are you gonna the store too? Oh yeah? What else? Oh really? What else you got to say? What's the matter? What's the matter? Oh, big flop. Oh, you got something on your tail, big flop. Yeah. Oh, sweet girl. Hi, Goose. Are you hiding? Wow. She's so well hidden. Wow. We're here. We're here. Tail's going. Yay. We're here, baby. You know this place. You don't know it. That's our neighbor. Yeah. Hi, baby. What's in the bag? Girl? You just don't know, hey? You don't know. Oh, so cute. Hi, baby. What's going on? She says, Mom, why are you outside? Hi. Hello, friends. It's Monday. Technically Tuesday because it's 1:10 a.m. Today has been a day. It's been a day. I don't know. It's just been very busy. Apologies for my hair. It literally has not gone off since I got home, and it's not even hot outside. I'm losing it because today has been a day. I really fucked up my wrist crocheting this weekend. And then I think also yesterday, because yesterday I sat down and did some like by hand note taking with some ideas for Project Mummy, because I've noticed like Project Mummy just hasn't been itching at my brain like Project Glass was. So I like tried to force a little bit of it, and whatever I did in those like 3.5, 4 pages of notes, this bitch hoards like right in the middle, kind of where these things are. Not a fan. I just want to like crochet and do things with my hands, but alas, apparently that fucking hurts. This has been plaguing me all day. I literally ran from, like, when I was finishing up something for work here, I ran to the Dollarama and the Rexall to try find like a brace of some kind, because I just needed like to hold it together. And so I found like a tensor brace, and then this hi, what's up, Bobo? You guys something to say? What's up? Come here. Come here. And then this is the tensor band, right? This is working a lot better than the brace that I got that I was wearing today when I went to work. But alas, I also picked up some Tiger Balm because I needed something, anything, to try help this pain. And look at this little thing. She's a little worm. Hi, baby. She's a little worm. But yeah, this is what I've been doing. I've just been hanging out, and I ended up reading. I'm now on page 350 of Calabasas, and I'm like, I'm still going. Holy shit, these academics, they don't stop, man. They don't stop. I need something to change for Alice. Like, this is getting to the point, like, oh, I will say something about R.F. Kuang and her characters. She has a knack for writing characters that just have, oh, they get under my skin. And they have gone so far past the limit that there's literally no return for them. And Babel, her main character in Babel, was like that eventually. And Rin from the Poppy War, very much like that. And her main character in Yellowface as well. So this doesn't surprise me. But oh my god, is Alice, like, I just want to slap sense into her, but I know that that literally won't happen because she just is so on her own shit. She just did. Oh my god. And these academics in general, these motherfuckers, Alice and Peter, are main characters of this. Well, Alice is our main character, Peter is the side character, but like, these two motherfuckers, there's a moment in here where they're talking to somebody else in hell, because this is a descent into hell story, right? Calabasas, that's the meaning of Calabasas. Descent into hell so that they can bring their professor back. That's basically what it is. They're talking to someone else in hell, and Peter says like if you want to get back up home, because this other person like wants to get back up home or whatever, like they died but they want to find a way out, then they're so done with research, they don't like anything else, and blah 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 blah, right? They hate their advice, because they were a student at Cambridge as well, like these two, under the same guy that these guys are coming down here to get. And this person is just like saying how she's just done with it all, she just doesn't like it all. And Peter's like, well, what's the point then? Why would you want to come back? And I lost it. I was like, Peter, there's more to life than fucking research. They're so I can't. These academics have gone too far. They're fucking academics. Derogatory academics. I swear to God. What's baby? What's up? Oh my goodness. You got something to say? Hi? Hi? What's up? She says, Mom, it's bedtime. I know. I am enjoying Calabasas, I will say. Or Catabasis, however you say it. And that's because R.F. Kuang can just write a fucking story. And the way that her storytelling changes from book to book to genre, like, it's crazy. Even though she still has these same... Well, not even, because in this one really doesn't have anything to do with race. It is just the ferocity and the feverishness of academia. And, like, most of her other books, it like hits you over the head with race, because in our world today you cannot be nuanced at all. You just can't, because the reader today just doesn't get it unless you hit them over the head with it, which is, you know, valid. And I really enjoy her books for that reason. But this one's interesting. I really enjoy the way that it's told, and I think it would be very almost beneficial for me to like reread Babel after this, because I think Calabasas and Babel are definitely on one side of things. I know she's also coming out with another book soon, like next year or whatever. Like her next thing is not a fantasy genre, it's back to litfic, I think, which is interesting. So I just, Yellowface wasn't perfect and it wasn't great, but it was also like really well done and just fucking batshit. So I'm really intrigued to see what she does next in litfic. And like she's such an intriguing storyteller, man. Like her mind, reading Calabasas, I understand about 50% of what they're talking about in this. Like when it comes to their studies and their thought processes and magic and like all this kind of stuff, and how they're coming at it from, Peter is coming at this from a very mathematician, a logician side of things, and then Alice is coming at it from like a linguistic side of things. And so it's very interesting to see their two mindsets come across. Like this child is crawling across my couch. Do I understand much of what they're saying? Not at all. A lot of like what she's trying to explain is going very much over my head, which with Babel, at least, it was all very linguistics heavy, and I understood a lot of it as an English major, of course. This is what I deal with on a daily basis with this thing. Baby, be careful, please. Don't. Where's your foot? Can you please? I don't want you to, where? There you are. Hi. You coming in to close up the vlog with me? Anyways, I find her stuff fascinating. I'm very intrigued by this story, and I'm really enjoying it. Like the simplicity of just a descent into hell narrative, and then like it's mostly just a character study, and then also a study of academics as a whole, and as the root of it, and like what toxicity can lie at the root of it, you know? Anyways, I'm enjoying it. But yes, my friends, that was my weekend. I read Tusk Love by Thea Gonson, which is a Critical Role novel. I gave this 3.5 stars. Had a great time with it. It was very fun. Went to McNally with my friend Sophia. Had a great time. Hauled 4 books. Loved that. Then had book club. It was so fun. And then yesterday was just a very chill day. Went to mom and dad's. And I've been working my way through Calabasas as we go through this. I am 350 pages in. I'm over halfway through. I got a little chunk left. I think I have 3 hours left on the audiobook from where I'm at. It's dense. I'm not listening to this as fast as I usually listen to audiobooks, because you guys know I read books at a fucking ferocious pace. Speaking of ferocious pace, I've also, total sidebar, I changed out the books on my mantle there. I was like, what if I just think about what my end of year TBR is going to be like what I want to do, what I want to read. Suddenly I have that many motherfucking books up there. It's too many books. So we'll see how many I actually do finish. 4 of them up there I have started. So we'll see. And then I have, of course, Catalysis to go through. That's not even counting library books or arcs or anything. So, but anyways, yes, I read at a ferocious pace. So I'm reading this at 2.5 speed, which is slow for me because I'm actually I'm annotating this as I go, and I'm having a great time. And like, I'm making little notes to myself and like to the characters, and like explaining things and like questioning things, and just, I'm trying to be an academic about this, even though my brain has been dislodged from academia for 6, almost 7 years now. I'm enjoying this. Even if I don't understand all of it, I'm enjoying it, because you don't have to understand all of it to enjoy this, which is what I love about R.F. Kuang's books. Like, I didn't get a lot of Babel as well, like in some moments, but like I got a lot more in Babel than I did in this one, as I said earlier, because linguistics, I'm an English, like I get it. It made me want to go back and like study languages in a way. I loved Babel so much. This one, it's a little over my head, but I'm having a great time. So I love that for me and for this. So anyways, I'm not gonna keep reading. I need to get to some sort of an end part here in the middle of I stopped in the middle of a page, but I'm gonna get to an end part of somewhere, and then I'm gonna finish editing this vlog and get this up for you guys. But yeah, anyways, friends, thank you so much for watching. I gotta go to bed. So next weekend is my next book fair on Saturday, so that's gonna be very exciting, and we'll see what else I get up to. But yes, stay kind and keep on reading.